Howdy, Scouts from across America, everywhere here in the beautiful Garden State, and especially here in Monmouth and Middlesex counties in sunny central New Jersey. I'm Brian Valentino. I serve as the Council Commissioner in Monmouth Council Boy Scouts of America. And I hope that this message finds you safe and healthy. I want our Scouts and our volunteers to know how very proud I am of you, how well you've done in keeping the Scout spirit alive and our program thriving in an otherwise terrible time in our nation's history. Whether it's through online meetings, virtual campouts, or advancement via video conference, it's awesome to see the Scout spirit alive and great. For me, a highlight of this otherwise terrible time is watching you and your fellow Scouts innovate and find ways to provide service to your communities. Whether it's making masks, writing cards to healthcare workers, or delivering meals to seniors, Scouts are truly rising to the occasion, and you are doing us all so proud.
So, most of you already know this, but from the dawn of our movement as the Boy Scouts of America, we've been called upon to serve our country in good times and in bad. We've been called upon to serve in times of war and in times of peace and in times of national crisis. And today is no different. The crisis our country faces today requires a response and a participation from the Boy Scouts of America. You all know that we hold certain phrases and words dear to our hearts. Certainly no other phrase, no other motto of ours is more important right now than to help other people at all times. And so we've decided that Monmouth Council should adopt this phrase and be our guiding star as we proceed to help our community respond to COVID-19 and to help our community return to something resembling normal. However, many of you know that as people are hurting, a Scout is called upon to be helpful. This is, again, one of the things we rely upon as Scouts. Scout is helpful. We've been called upon by presidents and governors during world wars and during emergencies throughout our time. And we train around the clock to be ready to help in however our country may need us to do that. So Monmouth Council has prepared a program that will call upon all of the values that we hold dear as Scouts to be prepared, to do our best, to do our duty to God and our country, to do a good turn daily, to be mentally awake and morally straight, and again, to help other people at all times. And so our service project is called Monmouth Council Cares 2020. Like any ideal Scout, we stand ready to serve our country, and now we will now serve our country as we prepare to help people who are suffering from food insecurity. Our call to service will focus on helping those who can't find either nutritious or affordable food in sufficient quantities to feed themselves and their families. Calling upon Governor Murphy's call to service and his challenge to us, not only will we do our job as individual citizens, but we'll also do our job as Scouts and Scouters and serve our community in 4 specific ways. The first way is scouting for food. Many of you are familiar with this program, and you also know we normally do it around Thanksgiving. However, now is when our community needs food. And so we will give you details online about how to run scouting for food during a pandemic. And I should say at this time, all of these service projects and all of these categories are designed for you to do these safely, social distancing with your families from home or without having to be in the general population. Scouting for food will allow you to either collect and donate your own food or via social media advertise to your friends and family to donate money to area food pantries through Monmouth Council's own website. And at the end of this program, I'll be giving you the website you can go to make that happen. The second program is Meals for Heroes. Under the Meals for Heroes program, you'll be able to, at your local restaurants, donate food to the heroes working at our hospitals around the clock to keep our community safe and to keep our fellow citizens healthy. Not only will you be able to do this on your own, but you'll also be able to advertise again through social media for friends and family to donate money through the Monmouth Council website to this program. And every Friday, we will take the monies that are donated either to the food pantries or for Meals to Heroes and make sure they get to where you intended them to go. The third program is probably my favorite, Gardening State. Under the Gardening State program, every single scout, every unit in Monmouth Council is called upon to plant a victory garden in their own backyard, raising vegetables to be donated either to area food banks and food pantries or to offset your own nutritional needs at home. We are the Garden State, and we have many ways of growing this food and in sufficient numbers to help our fellow man. And finally, we have community service. The community service program is such that you can decide on your own what your community needs. This may be running a Memorial Day service virtually. It may be helping your community get resources that it needs by marshaling the networks that you have in social media, or whatever your community needs. But through our call to service program, these four categories, you will be able to meet the needs of our community that are not being met by adults. You as scouts can marshal your resources and come together to do scouting for food, Meals for Heroes, Gardening State, or the community service project of your choosing. And in each of these categories, we have suggestions for you on the council website as to how they can go about doing this in the best way. And there will also be the option of finishing all four projects. If you complete all four service projects, you will qualify for this special fifth patch, which features the Great Seal of the State of New Jersey, indicating that you have met Governor Murphy's challenge to rise to this occasion. We hope that you will do this, and we have adults standing by to give you classes online as to how to best do that. I should also note that underwriting for this program is being offered through a limited edition commemorative council shoulder patch. This patch can be purchased at monmouthbsa.org/cares/CSP.